Thanks for joining me for another Woolly Wednesday. Today's a little different. We're just going to do a trunk show. So I had a request and I'm pleased. So I'm just going to show you some quilts, table runners. We'll see what we get through. We might have to continue with some of the rest of it later. And I have all the patterns on sale this week. So if you see something you like, you can grab it at a discount. And I don't know, I hope you guys enjoy this. It's a little awkward here in my space, but we'll work through it. And I just remembered that I was going to change my font size, and I didn't, so oh well. Hi, Mom. I can see your little icon, so I know you're watching me. How are you today? Okay, so I guess I'm just going to get started. Our coupon code, if you want to shop while you're watching me, I don't know, you might have multiple devices that you can do that, is fall 25 again. So I believe I left everything, no, never mind. Forget that last part. I put all my patterns are on sale, 25% off. So you can have some fun shopping. So I'm going to start off with showing you some fallish kind of things. And first of all, you can see this is my fruit cobbler quilt. It's a wall hanging. My wool applique patterns aren't bed size. I have one that is. I should show you that. It's right here. This is the only one that I have made big, and there's only a little bit of wool applique. Not that you can't make a big one, you certainly can. I'm just kind of lazy. But you can take any applique pattern and turn that applique into wool applique also, if you haven't done that already. But so that's my fruit cobbler. It is a large wall hanging. It's about 60 something, so it's pretty big, but it can be broken up into sections, and you can always do something different with it. I'll kind of move over here so you can see all the different fruit, because you can make pillows from those different fruit patterns or whatever. So this is the first, I'm not sure, either this one or this one I'm going to show you are one of the first wool applique things I did. So it's super easy for beginners because the pieces are really big. I'll stand here next to it. You can see these grapes are not tiny grapes. They are at least an inch. So they are large, easy to applique. This is like Italy size lemons, larger than life. So that's a pretty easy one to put together. Okay, so this one is, oh, I was afraid of this, that I would have brain freezes and not remember the names of patterns that are old. Oh well. So this can be done, let's scoot back so you can see more of it. This can be done with cotton applique or wool applique. You can get close so you can see. And it's super easy. I used to teach beginning quilting classes a long time ago, and I worked at a quilt shop. I taught a lot of beginning quilting classes. And so all of my methods are easy to do. Even the piecing of this block is fast. I'm all into shortcuts, so there's all kinds of there's always methods to put it together quicker. So this is buttercup boxes and buttercups. Oh, something like that. Oh, yeah, something like that. Yeah, so I did one in pinks too that is just beautiful. That lives on a young lady's bed. So yeah, Micah loved it. It turned out really good. That was twin size. That was big. This would be, you could use this like as a throw on this size, not quite bed size. Okay, so fruit cobbler, boxes and buttercups, I think. Something like that. All right, we're moving on. So this next one is called Strip Around the Block. And this is a table runner. It's a large table runner. It is, I don't know, about 48, 50 inches long. This pattern also has quilt size, bigger sizes. But the quilt is hanging on the wall upstairs, and I was too lazy to take it down. Isn't that terrible? I can post a picture of it later, though. But it's also on the it's on the pattern cover. So there, you can see it. It's aqua and brown. It's quite pretty. So it's got a bunch of different sizes in the pattern, and you can make it bigger or you can make it table runner. So the table runner is fun. Again, it's easy piecing. It's kind of hard to see in this, but these are different fabrics. So you're strip piecing and it goes around that square. So strip around the block. And I'm going to show you this runner. So this is kind of fall colors. And then I also have it done in a different version. It's kind of bright. I love it. So this one is same pattern. How about that? They look so different. Always though, isn't that how it is? So this is black and whites. And I did pinks there, the strips around the block. And some pink wool for the applique. This one, hi Linda, nice to see you. This one I actually did this applique on my sewing machine. How about that for cheater? Sometimes I gotta do something fast. And why not? Who cares? It doesn't matter. You can do it however you want. So I just did free motion stitching around there instead of by hand. Huh. So there you go, strip around the block. I have these available in kits. And when you order a kit, you could order the pattern. You can order the kit, which is the wool kit, just the wool for the applique if you have cottons already and you don't need more. Or if you want to do it like I did it and you don't have the fabric, I offer the cotton completer kits. So this one has all the cottons to make it in that color version, in the pink and black and white. And this kit then has it in the fall color version with the orangey applique. So just about everything I do, there's a kit for it if you'd like that. Okay, I'm just going to go through the pile. We've got another sunflower, and this is, I used this sunflower and changed it a little bit to do that pin cushion we did last month or the month before. Pattern we did. I did. You watched. You know what I'm talking about. We did some demos with it. So this is Sunflower Sizzle. And there is also, you can do it bigger. This is the only one I have in my possession. The larger, the wall hanging is 9 blocks instead of 3. And I think that's at Mom's house. Mom, is that at your house? Hi Kim, nice to see you today. Hi Chris. I have been quilting for almost 30 years. So I have made a lot of things, and I don't even have them all. I don't own them all anymore. You know, you can't hold on to everything. But I've been sewing for a lot longer than that. But anyway, so Sunflower Sizzle, And I showed you close up the applique. You can get, I have the batiks kit for this as well as the wool kit for this. I decided today, because I can't show you everything at once, that we're going to do kind of fall things. And even though I usually think of my bird projects as being springy, the birds are going crazy out there. So we had, I don't know how many nesting families of goldfinches this summer in the yard, and they are powering up to go to somewhere warm. So they're just crazy at the bird feeder, and last night there was like 40 of them. Yeah, it's crazy. So anyway, it's still bird season here. So we're going to see birds too. And it's still fishing season, and the colors are kind of fallish. So this is, back up so you can see the whole thing. This is kind of fishy. Is it right side up? Yeah, okay, kind of fishy. And I made this, oh, I don't know, can you even hear me when I have that quilt up there? Probably not. This is kind of fishy, and I designed this based on fish that live in our lake. So this is our bluegill sunfish. Isn't he cute? And this is a crappie. This is my crappie. And a smallmouth bass. And this is down here, last but not least, this cute little pumpkin seed sunfish. Yes, they're actually kind of pumpkin colored. Isn't that cool? So again, you can get, I know this is the batiks to do the kind of fishy quilt. They're so pretty. I love this turquoisey batik. So fun. Okay, why do we need more? Let's make sure I don't have any questions. This is my oak leaf. You can see this, the oak leaf is back here on the wall, and that version is cotton. That's all cotton. So I first did that in cotton. I think it was for some quilt club challenge a long time ago. And then I redid it in wool. And see, the difference is that this one is smaller and doesn't have the flying geese border like that one does. So you can always change up a pattern any way you want. But here you can see. And this one I also did on the sewing machine. This is a little harder though because I did that blanket stitch on the sewing machine. Crazy, huh? Yeah. So you can do it however you want. So that's oak leaf limbo. And the kit for that has, I have the batiks for this version and the wool for this version. I do not have kitted to do the flying geese border. But I'm sure you could find something somewhere. And it doesn't even have to be like I did it. You can do it different ways or just add a plain border. Okay, this one is desert something. What's the name of this? Desert blooms. I don't know. Oh, desert something. Mary, are you there? Are you watching today? My friend Mary, sometimes she helps me with my stitching, and she actually did the applique on this one. So there's some really cool stuff she did on here. So I'm going to show you some close-ups. So on these chili peppers, no, can you see? She did little drizzle stitches right here on the chili peppers. And they're fun to do. We might have to do a demo of drizzle stitches. So that's a fun stitch. Oh, and this cactus. So you can see the stitching she did on that. Isn't this cool? This little spider web inside that flower. A bunch of French knots. Fun, huh? This is my favorite one. I love hummingbirds. Yeah, so that is desert, whatever it is. And that's not too big, you know, 40-ish inches. Everybody's got a wall that big, right? Plus, you could take these blocks and make pillows, make one little block. If you've got a friend that lives in the Southwest, or you go there for the winter, yeah, it's a fun little project to make. Okay, so we're going to move on to the birds. How's that sound? Don't want to keep you all day. I'm going to do a little scan. You can see back here, I have a lot of pillow patterns also. So there's some there, and I put some up over here. Where's my pumpkins? Oh, and there's more pillows you can't see back here, hiding. So depending on where we get today, maybe we'll do pillow and bag patterns another day. How's that sound? Yeah. Okay, this is, make sure it's right side up, back far enough so you can see. This is Nancy's Garden. And it's small, it's about 30 inches. And I did, so this is a technique that you learn in the pattern to do this curve piecing in these sections. And this has this, it's just slight curves. It's easy. It's just a little different than doing straight strip piecing. So here behind this leaf block, the background is pieced in that method. So that's in this pattern to do that. Isn't that fun? I love this. And this pattern has a couple pillows also. Oh, they're up on my porch. But when we do pillows, I will make sure you get to see those. So that was Nancy's Garden. I'm going to bring all these birds over here so I don't have to keep walking away. This is probably my newest birds. This is called pole dancing. And I just put all the birds, well, not all the birds, but a lot of the birds, the most visited birds in our backyard, I put on here. And they all come together to hang out, wait their turn, the bird feeder. So this one is a little different. It's hard to hold. Here, I'm going to put a hanger on it. Put the hanger on it, then it's easier to hold up. Okay, this one is different because I made the flowers three-dimensional. So these little flowers here are only stitched down in the middle with French knots. So everything else is stitched down all the way like regular applique, but I left the flowers loose just for a little textural interest. Another hummingbird, whoops, bluebird, goldfinch. This is a rose-breasted grosbeak, cardinals. This is a Baltimore oriole, a chickadee. This is a scarlet tanager. Oh, and we've got a wren down here. So I have so many birds that come to our house. So, and then down at the bottom, I also did some three-dimensional flowers. So this one, get it up here close so you can see. It's loose, but I also did a little pleat here, so you get more dimension. Okay, so that's pole dancing. I love this. It's one of my favorites. And I do have this with a kit, so you can get these blue batiks if you want for the background. This has the same turquoisey watery blue as the fish in the binding. So that's pole dancing. Okay, I have a couple other little this much time to complete that whole thing. That was a lot of work. These are my little chickadees. This little piece is called Chickadee, something like that. So just about the chickadees, and this one is on wool. So this is the first one I'm showing you on wool, because most of the time I do my wool applique on batik. I just like that better. That keeps the cost down, you know, to do a whole thing on all wool. It can get pretty expensive, and not everybody wants to spend that much money for their wool applique. So these are chickadees, and Mary must have stitched this for me too. She must have, because she did a little, can you see here? I don't know if we can see it. There is a tiny little chain stitch, I think she did. It's kind of hard to tell. A little stitch, not a chain stitch, like a stem stitch right along the inside of the border in green. Just a little cute accent. Yeah, isn't that fun? And the grapes, there's a variety of sizes of purples. Aren't they cute? Chickadee. Okay, there's another hummingbird. Oh, you think I like hummingbirds? This is, I'm trying to remember the name. Morning Glory. Good Morning Glory. That's what it is. Good Morning Glory. So hummingbird and morning glories, and this is maybe 15, 16 inches square. So that's pretty small, but it would be a nice pillow. And I did this on wool also, and I did it that size so that you can just buy a fat eighth. You don't have to have some weird size where you have to get some weird big piece of wool and cut it down and waste a bunch. So I usually do my designing based on the size that you can buy. So this one is just, you just use a fat eighth for the background. And like I said, you could also make it into a pillow. And the chickadees, that one you can just use a fat quarter. When we're vending at a show, I have a lot of customers. This has happened so many times over the years that they will have a pattern from somebody else and they're shopping for wool for it. And there's all kinds of weird background sizes. So I suppose that as a lot of people are designers, they're not dyeing wool. They don't think about what size you're going to buy it in. I don't know. But I do. So I always consider that. What size your background is based on what size wool piece you can buy. This is Woolly Birds. So this is from the Woolly Birds pattern. There's several options here. There's 4 birds in the pattern, and you can do a 4-block, a 2-block wall hanging, or the pillows. I'll show you the pillows so you can see the other birds. So this 2-bird wall hanging has the rose-breasted grosbeaks and Baltimore Orioles there. And then the pillows back here this is the bluebirds with some cattails. So you could either do this flat as a wall hanging, or here it's made into a pillow. And I made this pillow so that it's like an envelope in the back, you see? Instead of sewing it or putting a zipper in, it's just tucked in. So if you want to change out your pillows seasonally, you can use the same pillow insert and just change out your toppers. So you don't have as much storage space for all those things. So there's the bluebirds. And here's the goldfinches. So also sitting in the cattails. So those are both part of the woolly birds pattern. Oh, I'm going to show you the sheep, because the sheep, well, I showed you pillows. Oh well, the sheep are kind of fallish. I don't know. Maybe the poppies are. I don't know. Maybe I could save this for pillows. But this is a wall hanging. This is called this is Three Bad Sheep. It's the sheep with the poppies. And I made this into a wall hanging, but you could also make it into a pillow, and those directions are in the pattern. So this sheep, if I can hold him up here, this sheep also has this drizzle stitch around his outside and around his face. Let's see, make sure we get a good focus. There, you can see it around his face and out here. It's a little time consuming to do those, but they're so fun. Leanne says her sister should make that. There you go, you buy him, get him for him for Christmas, and then your Christmas shopping's done and they have something to do. Okay, Three Bad Sheep. So that is, I think, I'm looking around thinking, did I miss something hanging on my wall that I could show you? But I have a lot of pillows that we'll save for another time, and bags that we'll save for another time. And I think this is probably enough time so you don't get sick of me. You know, I don't want to do too long of a video that you don't want to watch. Use the coupon code Fall25 to get 25% off all patterns for the next week. And have a great day. I hope you are having as beautiful weather as we are this week. I know winter is coming and the trees are turning, and while it's beautiful, I hate it because I'm not looking forward to winter. But, you know, it is what it is. So anyway, get yourself some patterns so you have some projects for this winter, and I will see everybody next time. Thanks for joining me, and if there's something that you want to see demoed, let me know. Little stitch coming up this fall, and probably some other stitches, and I have some other surprises coming. So have a great day, and I will see all you guys next time. Thanks. Bye.